Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. It's Manga Week here at GPTV, and the latest review is The World After the Fall, Volume 1. This has been an interesting one. So, original story is by singNsong, adapted by S-Cynan, translation Webtoon, lettering by Christie, and Undead Gamja. Interesting stuff. Alright, so how do I describe this? So, it's a story about the end of the world, and these like big giant towers came down, and people were given a chance to kind of climb the tower and fight through it to try to save humanity. They're known as tower walkers, and they're tasked with one mission to climb to the top. So this character Jaewon begins to do that and sense that things aren't what they seem. And eventually gets to floor 100 where the truth is revealed. This volume is all about that truth, all about revealing exactly what's going on about this series. And it's really interesting is that, you know, there's a lot of popular manga that's come out. We got Solo Leveling is a good example. Was the one that I just recently did. There was another one I just recently reviewed. They both kind of have that, like, going through video games, build up your skills, build up inventory, get better weapons, progression. You know, and they each have some, like, solid, I think, some solid aspects about them, like characters, humor, action, stuff like that. It's not just that simple of just like, hey, we're just doing a video game as a manga. This is an interesting one in that there are seriously moments I have no idea what the hell is going on, but I'm intrigued to see where it's all going. It very much has that video game aspect, but, you know, going floor by floor, like level by level. But what's really intriguing about this one isn't so much that it's just a series of events or series of like dungeon crawls where they get better and better, and there's kind of like a meta story going on. This one, at least this first volume, is really about the setup and then the rug pull. And when you get to the end, and towards the end, it's like maybe 3/4 of the way through, and you figure out like what's being presented isn't quite what's being presented. And that's where things get really interesting. By the end of it, the story, the manhwa is, I'm pretty sure this is Korean, so I'm going to keep on calling it manhwa. By the end of it, it's much more of a mix between that like dungeon crawling and then kind of your traditional fantasy adventure, and it's really kind of intriguing because of that. Like what's teased, what's hinted at, what's presented is very different than what I was expecting. And I think that was the really kind of the cool aspect of reading this is. It doesn't go where you think it's going to go. And for that, I think it's really neat because of that. So yeah, like if you like Solo Leveling, if you like that kind of dungeon crawling thing, check this out. It's a twist. There's a really kind of cool twist to it. The art is solid. I mean, all these have just really, really good art. That's never an issue at all. Show off a little bit. I mean, the art is always good stuff. This is where you get invited. Would you like to be the tower walker? But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of, I think this is going to be one that's really going to kind of either like take off, sink or swim kind of on the next volume. Like the first volume really is a setup. Like that's what I think is it's kind of hard to describe because I don't want to spoil it. But it's really about pulling the rug out from under the reader. I think that's what's got me like intrigued by it. Like generally, like very confusing at times. I wasn't exactly sure what was going on. But by the end of it, I'm like, I want to see more. I really want to find out more of what's going on. So, intriguing stuff. Really, really interesting stuff. You can go get this now. out in shops. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code, tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage by doing that. You'll support our site. I want to thank Yen Press for hooking us up with the review copy, and of course, thank you all for watching. If you are into manga, if you're into graphic novels, and you're into comics, check us out every at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, and Mastodon, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics. Keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.